Have any poker games lately?
No.
Holy shit. What's going on there?
Nobody wants to play and lose their money.
Hello, welcome back to Lloyd and JD, the best fucking podcast in the world. I am Lloyd.
I'm JD.
What's up, man?
Not much. You?
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, you're rocking the YYC hat today.
Rocking the YYC hat.
He
I picked
is
that
proud
up.
to be a Calgarian.
Yeah. I like the city. I mean, I've been here and moved away and come back. And
You do like the city?
I do like the city.
That's why you came back, because you like the city, or other reasons?
I came back for other reasons, and then I ended up staying
Name
here.
one person that hasn't come back to the city for other reasons.
Yeah. So
I hate the city.
I mean, I like Vancouver. If I had a choice, it would probably be Vancouver.
It's dusty here.
It's really dusty up here.
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's even if we do get a storm, it's for 10 minutes.
Right. I like the weather in the winter. I like the mountains. The thing that I miss is the ocean. I like being near the ocean. And that's why I would probably select Vancouver.
It's a very go city too. Work orientated. It's everyone wants to work 14-hour shifts. It's a very oil and gas city. We're very like, oh, you got to make the big bucks.
Right. And neither of us work in oil and gas.
Everyone's competing with big trucks and big houses and chrome fridges and granite tops. Everyone's got to have the new shit in this city. I find it's a very competitive city.
Yeah. Vancouver's like that too.
You can spend money here and you didn't even know you were spending money.
Vancouver is very, very expensive in comparison. So I mean, I don't know.
But at least
for me,
in Vancouver,
I like cities.
You have that type of outlook in some parts of the city where they're still very hippie, open-minded, still very down to earth. You've got the ocean there, which gives you an extra plus on top of all of it. Yeah. I find here, because you don't have anything like that, we don't really have any good lakes. Like, you got the residential lakes, but they're nothing spectacular. You can't put boats on them. You usually have to drive.
Can't surf in there. You can't, not that you can surf in Vancouver really either, but
I find the general consensus here is a lot more high tension than it is in BC.
Yeah, no, I would agree. It's a little more laid back in BC than it is here. I mean, for me, I need a city what I do.
Especially when they're laying off oil and gas workers, it's really high tension in Calgary.
Yeah, because
it floods the construction market, and then it's been a bad few years, and then when it's good, everybody does good, and so I could do without the dust, and
it is a dry climate.
I'd like to get back to a shoreline at some point in my life.
But I mean, there's parts I like the city. I mean, I keep busy. I find the
stuff. Downtown. That's another thing too. I find the downtown rather small, and rather dull. Coming from bigger cities, where I've lived, I just find. It's the only city where you can literally go to parts of it and it be so quietly dead.
Right.
In like the middle of the downtown.
Yeah.
That to me is like strange.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to people 24/7 downtown never sleeps sort of deal. Yeah. Which you get in Toronto, you get it in Vancouver, you get it in London.
Yep.
You get it in New York, those sorts of places. But I find Calgary doesn't have that. 17th's kind of alive at night, but then that's it. And all those are the bars, in my opinion, are kind of grimy. But so. Yeah,
it's downtown's weird. I find it closes up rather early. It's a bit strange.
We was the best at some point and then slowly never enhanced on that. Like other cities kind of grew up and out of what we are. Because, it's like the Red Mile. It's famous for that. Yeah. But if we really look at it now, it's not that nice.
See, I think the problem is how Calgary grew.
So quickly.
Calgary grew fast, and it grew out. It didn't grow up.
Yeah.
So a lot of things like Vancouver, for example, there's restrictions there. You have the ocean. You can't build on the ocean. Yeah. You have mountains. You can't build on mountains. So you're confined. So your option, you can't really expand those places.
True.
So you have to build up, right? Where Calgary, it's I mean, even now. Well, yeah. I mean, from my place to your place, on a good day, it's half an hour. On a bad day, it's an hour plus. Yeah. And I mean, it's a good 30, 40 kilometers. I mean, that's a huge span. And I mean, there's nothing restricting Calgary from growing even further. So it just continues to grow outward and outward.
Silly though. We're like
so
eating up.
in developing, communities and things like that, for example, here, I seldom leave this neighborhood because I don't have to. I can grocery shop here. I can shop here. I don't need to leave for anything. I don't have to leave. Right? Yeah. I don't have to go downtown if I don't want to. I don't have to do any of that stuff. And that's how we develop communities. And that's why a lot of people don't go downtown because there is no need.
You're right on it. You're very true. But I got to stop you there because this is the most boring fucking topic we have ever covered on the Lloyd and JD show. I don't know where this got from a hat to this, but let's just carry on. How was your week, man?
Good. I've been busy. I've been... working photographs. I shoot Saga tonight at the
Saga. That's a band?
It is a band. Is
this a no-name brand?
No, they've been around for probably 30 plus years.
Oh, fuck me. It's an old timers band.
So this is their last show.
Their last leg?
Yeah, this is their last show. They're not huge here. They're big in Europe.
Okay, so
they're a Canadian band. They're doing... In their farewell tour, they're doing 2 stops in Canada.
Yeah.
And then they're going to Europe.
It tells you something, doesn't it, really?
Well, they're just not popular here. But prog rock,
Not much music is popular here is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's like anyone that really stops through, they stop at kind of lucky if they come to Calgary, really.
Yeah. I mean...
We're not the first location.
Bigger tours, it's a Toronto-Vancouver stop or sometimes even just a Toronto stop.
And that's it.
And, we get missed out a lot of times now, too. What we experience is that Calgary gets missed. They do Edmonton.
That's why it's so hard for music here. Because
Metallica, just Edmonton. Guns N' Roses, just Edmonton.
Metallica,
I care about Metallica, But a lot of these bands, they just skip.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason. Although there is some weird stuff, like Garth Brooks, who seems to be bigger than anything else in the world, is doing 7 shows here.
But Garth Brooks is fucking brutal. If that tells you anything about music here, I don't even need to say it, do I?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
shit.
He has that niche obviously cornered. People here obviously...
Great, bud. Take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he took a corner no one fucking wanted anyway.
Yeah.
That's like taking the last pizza that has no cheese on it.
But nobody sold out 7 shows here. Nobody. Except for him.
But that's like taking the last piece... That's like, taking the last piece of pizza that's got no cheese.
Yeah.
Great. Calgary sold out for you.
Yeah, he's done the same in Edmonton.
Great.
Yeah.
Fuck. Is that a step up or a step down? I don't know.
I think he's done 9 shows. So, I think Edmonton's slightly ahead.
It kind of always gives me like a Celine Dion in Las Vegas kind of feel. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I'm making the money. Fuck it. Let's make the money.
Well, and that's what he's doing, and all the power to him, because I mean, a lot of bands.
But it goes along with the thing that I was saying that Garth Brooks is shit.
Yeah. Everybody's got bad taste in music, I guess.
Especially here, yes, they do. I'm not you may have said that a little sarcastically, but it's fucking true. 100% true.
Yeah. So I mean,
and even I go to a point to when I left to go on holiday, the one thing that stood out, I didn't pre-anticipate this. The one thing that stood out to me was the radio, and how much better the radio is in Europe, and how much. Better the music is, and how much people want this better music, where here it's not wanted, so it's not played. And to me it was a huge it's like they hate fucking good music here. Like they haven't heard it. I don't know what it is. They don't know what good music is.
I mean, a lot of live music venues struggle.
They'll play 2 songs from Fleetwood Mac on the radio. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Like, let's step this up a little bit. There's good music out there to be played, but they don't play it here.
Right.
So that's why they listen to Garth Brooks.
And part of it's the audience. The audience, determines...
Likes Garth Brooks.
Yeah. So that's what gets played. I mean, that's
why I don't like it.
So anyways, I'm photographing Saga tonight. So, I mean, that's a good thing. It's their last show in Canada. It's their last show, period.
It's like
it's good. I photographed them before.
As the back legs are going down.
It's they're still really good. They are still really good. They're tight musicians. I mean, they've put out, I think it's like 12 albums.
You're a really nice person when it comes to music, though. Like, you're very generous sometimes with your seal of approval, I find. So, they're probably good, but I can just imagine. I'm guessing they're fucking.
You just said it yourself.
They're shit.
Calgary has shit taste in music, and Europe has good taste in music. They're huge in Europe. They are tiny here.
Okay.
So based on
But then
your
again,
your
like,
assumption.
But then again, Europe's not God. You know, they can do wrong.
Yeah.
So this it could be their one wrong. You never know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's good that they picked Calgary, and like I said, I mean, I'm glad I get to see sort of the last
I'm just
little
fucking
bits.
with you.
And,
You know, I like to give it to you when it comes to the bands.
Yeah.
Because you're into all that old funky shit. But
yeah, but I mean, it's good. I'll be there. You know, it'll be a good time, and then I'll be on to the next show. I mean, at the end of the month here, I'll be photographing Die Antwoord, so
yeah, it's coming up.
That'll be good.
That's gonna be, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a wild show for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will have the bonus to the barricade, right?
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
I know. Trust me, I know. I mean, it's interesting.
Probably the only reason why I'm not going.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so laid back at this point where, like, I don't think there's anywhere I could sit in that stadium where I don't want to not bring the same energy that everyone, because they deserve to have that energy there. It is what it is. They're a high energy band.
Yeah.
I'm just at concerts not high energy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the one not high energy molecule in the middle of a fucking, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't want to be the solid in a whole.
You don't want to be the cougar bait at the concert.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Because, you know,
the slow-moving
they get picked on.
The slow-moving atom gets attacked by the cougars.
Yeah,
maybe that was the thing. You're just low enough energy. They're like, it's like you're like a wounded animal.
They smell it.
You're limping around the bar, and the cougars are like, that guy's not quite into this. We can take him out.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be into it. I guess it's not really my thing anymore to jump around, but I don't think it's bad. I don't want to.
No, it's good to cut loose, and music is.
But
good
that's
for
why I'm not
people
going. I don't feel up to it right now. I just had a baby and like working and tired, and just it's not how I cut loose.
Yeah,
I cut loose the opposite.
Yeah,
way, like a cafe with the lights down.
Yeah, some beatnik.
Yeah, yeah, some spoken word. Scat poetry.
He's a dad.
Yeah. There you go. That's how I get down now. I've moved on.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be a good concert, especially if you like that band.
Yeah, I mean...
Hopefully they play their good shit.
I like the visual aspect of them. I like how they look. I like how they sound as well. So, I mean, for me, it's great.
That's probably my favorite part of Die Antwoord anyway. When I've been into them forever, but mainly more for their photography work. I don't really like photography, but they're weirdos, so I'm into it.
Yeah, I like unique imagery.
They like everything weird, so do I.
Yeah.
So it's good.
You know, so it'll be good to catch ninja surfing across the crowd and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, you know, we're gonna maybe have a lot of South Africans in town that are following for the tour because they got their diehard South African fans that
they've got like the Grateful Dead guys, the guys that fall around in a van everywhere. They have that kind of following.
There's Zeph, man. There's some guys that live by that shit. It's a lifestyle. It's not just the band, and I think that's their thing. It's like for me, I don't want to compare this and get ripped apart in the comment section, so I just won't read. Yeah. But for me, it's like Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
It's almost like a family, like a gathering, like and Zeph, like they kind of dress like that Zeph, like now his artwork's kind of taken off as being like the Zeph, and it is, you know, they're bringing out the movie, the TV show, they've got T-shirts. It's a very, it feels very gang oriented. No, I don't want to say gang because some people are like, oh my god, illegal gang, or they're doing illegal activity. I don't know, like family probably be the best way to put it.
Yeah, but it gets expensive to follow. You got to be independently wealthy probably to follow them on tour.
Would you though? People do it somehow, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, things like the Grateful Dead, when they toured America, people would pile into vans and they would, you know, I don't know, pay for gas or bum gas or, you know, whatever across.
These days you bum for an air ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If you're flying...
I guess times are so good now, like you can get on like these weird flights where you, I don't know, you're like, you sit on, it's like super cheap and they're weird. There's ways to do it, like, because I know people that have traveled around the world on
standby
on fuck all.
Yeah.
And it's not so bad for them.
Yeah, it's still not cheap though. I mean,
I know there's some diehards that do it.
Yeah.
Because even when Pearl Jam come through, they have the same thing.
Yeah. But Pearl Jam Seattle based. Seattle isn't really that far. I mean, it's 10 hours from here. You can make that drive.
But a couple of people in the front, they even had posters saying, I've been to every show.
Yeah.
And he did it was a world tour.
Yeah.
So at some point they were getting on a plane.
Yeah. Must be independently wealthy.
Well, or, you know, if you think about it though, it's only because It's only when they go from, because you can drive from America to Canada.
Yeah.
It's only when they go from here to Europe where you'd have to get the plane flight.
Right.
Once in Europe, most of those venues you could also drive
to. Yep.
It would be cheaper once you're in Europe.
Yep.
That's cheap.
And a lot of bands, honestly, when they tour, it's not, they don't fly. They take a bus. They have a tour bus. They drive.
So typically, you could even do the
so
same route.
They probably just fall in the bus.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's doable, I think.
Yeah. A little crazy, but
yeah, it takes crazy to spin the world these days.
there you go.
Everyone's a little bit fucking loopy.
Yep.
Took one sip of that and got heartburn. Love it. Love how age is catching up to me.
There you go.
I used to be able to chug anything and eat anything I wanted, and now I'm turning.
And now it's just all.
Now I eat and drink, and it gives me diarrhea and indigestion instantly, no matter what it is. Fuck.
Nice.
Brutal.
Nice. Well, we'll wrap things up.
Wrap things up.
Make sure to hit like, subscribe, leave us your comments below. Check out our Patreon. You can always support us there.
Yeah, man, and I'm sorry the first half of the video was about real estate in Canada, but I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.